Listen, growing up, I didn't have anyone who introduced sports to me. From an outside perspective, it felt like a foreign concept. Recess games with stricter rules for some reason. Everyone knew what was going on except you, what a foul was, where the out of bounds lines were, and how every single game had its own completely different rule book. Baseball, basketball, soccer, football. So when someone tells me they don't understand how watching sports, this massive community-focused social thing, is somehow interesting at all, I honestly get it. I'm making this video for like-minded people, the ones who watch basketball for 30 seconds and immediately get bored out of their minds, because all you can see is a bunch of grown adults running back and forth. So what happened to me? How did I suddenly start seeing the appeal one day? What changed? What was the moment things clicked? And maybe more importantly, what could sports fans ever say to make it click for you? Now, watching sports isn't an action movie. There is no magic, no fantastical creatures, no explosions lighting up the screen. Nothing obviously demanding your excitement that'll have you jumping out of your seat instantly. But I promise you, you can get those same emotions from watching sports. And no, I don't mean some philosophical humans crave competition mumbo jumbo. I mean as a straight up spectator. Don't get me wrong, I was pretty athletic growing up. I loved competing once I learned the rules, but even then, watching sports still didn't interest me. Why would I sit there and watch unknown people play when I could just play? Especially if I was capable of stepping on the court and going toe-to-toe myself. The answer is actually pretty simple, and it explains why fans fill arenas to watch sports. Let's start with a clip that'll have sport fans jumping out of their seats, while me and you sitting there like, okay, what just happened?
Score. And only had one shot attempt in that first half. Another turnover for Utah. Edwards gets it back and threw it down and one from the rafters.
This is Anthony Edwards, a young promising 6'4" NBA player known for attacking the rim and soaring for dunks. In this clip, he jumps like he always does and throws the ball through the hoop over NBA player John Collins. To the untrained eye, this is just another bucket, but let me help you out a bit. Being good at a sport often starts with natural gifts. Being great comes from repetition, from doing something so many times that your body remembers before your mind does. In the NBA, talent is everywhere. What separates players is how deeply they've practiced seeing the game. Let me give you an example. Imagine someone has the ball and you're told to defend the basket for 25 seconds. Simple enough. What can you assume their goal is? Obviously put the ball in the hoop. Boom. Congrats. You're a genius. You're in control, Light Yagami. You can begin to anticipate them. You're no longer reacting, you're reading. If they trick you to leave, you're not biting. On a more complicated level, that's what basketball is. Possession after possession. There's this anime joke where someone throws one punch and suddenly there's a full monologue, flashbacks, counters. But that actually happens in real life. The longer you play a sport, it's like unlocking the Sharingan. 1v1ing someone. They dribble directly where my hand already is. I've seen this move enough to know the next dribble was a crossover. You want me to reach, then you're gone, like the high five trick. Your eyes and muscle memory adapt. You start noticing body movement, tiny stuff that lead to big moves. Brother, I'm not slow. I know you're not running into the wall. You're faking me for the open lane. A simple twitch gives it away, and when professionals play, that's what we missed. That's what sport heads get excited about. The smallest decisions, a step here, a pass there. Don't believe me? You think these guys are just airheads? Let's do an experiment. Grab a measuring tape and measure 10 feet. That's the height of a regulation basketball rim to dunk. They say you need to jump about 5 to 6 inches above the rim, so let's bring it up to 10'6". Can you reach that? Now factor in the average NBA player being 6'8". You don't just have to jump, you have to jump over someone or run past these massive bodies. I'm not exaggerating. These dudes make football and soccer players look small. It's like watching the Hulk move like Speedy Gonzalez. It shouldn't make sense, but it does. Now let's go back to the Anthony Edwards dunk, this time with context. He catches the ball, and immediately there are two defenders at the rim. The guy in the paint is 6'11". Smart decision? Probably not taking that shot. It's getting sent to the moon. He's also nowhere near the basket. Remember, 10'6" just to dunk. And that's if you're right under the rim. He's just under 15 feet out near the free throw line. He plants. Jumps higher than a 6'11" man, his elbow basically above the rim, and throws the ball in with perfect force and accuracy. Imagine seeing that in person. Imagine going toe-to-toe with that. Some people struggle to make a layup standing still. Now do it mid-air over a giant. Now tell me, with commentary added, how many details did you notice that you completely missed the first time? You see it now? That's the difference. It's the attention to detail. And if you're still not convinced, I dare you, go to a park or rec center, stand near the free throw line, see how close you can get to the basket, then rewatch the clip. This whole time you felt out of place for not understanding, but it's because you're a try it yourself person. You couldn't relate because you literally couldn't see it yet. It's like trying to understand calculus without learning algebra first. The board just looks like scribbles. After clocking in some hours on the court, you see things all of a sudden that weren't there before. Anyways, that's all. Make sure to comment your favorite sandwich. I call PB&J.